Hey everyone, this is Good Old Transit Fans, and today I'm going to be talking about the assignments of both the R168s and 68As, as well as all of the R211 models, starting from the R211A, R211T, and R211s. So, as we know, folks, in regards to the R211s in general, we do know that they are appearing on the A, C, Rockaway Shuttle, and also the ones that are in Staten Island Railroad, which we do know that the R211s are the ones that are assigned there specifically, since it only could run in Staten Island in general. Now, the R211As, as we know, that are assigned to the A, C, and Rockaway Shuttle. So, to do a little recap in regards to the R211As, we do know that it started, as we do know, for many of you that don't know, the R211A was introduced on the A train, as we know, since March of 2023, when it first debuted there. And then from that time till now, which right now we are in 2025, for almost 2 years from now, it has been running on the A train. And as of June of 2024, I believe, when they started to run on the Rockaway Shuttle, which was assigned there to the, to the Rockaways. And it's been there ever since that time till now, and as well when it was when it did its first debut as well on the C train, which I do have a separate video of that. You can definitely look into that, which it also started on September of 2024. So as of now, 2025 in January, the R211A in general has been appearing on the AAC and the Rockaway Shuttle. And of course, the Staten Island Railroad, which has the R211S. Now, the R211T, which we do know that is running on the C train. Now, according to Demetrius' conference, it was mentioned that the R211T will be appearing on the G train this year in 2025. We don't know when exactly it's going to be, but I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that information. But we do know one of those 10 car sets will be heading to the G line, and then the other set will remain on the C, possibly, or it might be used as a school train yard or whatever the MTA wants to do with it, which I believe the hard shell one, in regards to the one on the C, might be heading to the G, right? Now, in regards to the R68s, we do know that those are assigned to the B, D, as well as the Franklin Shuttle, and also the N, Q, and W as well. But also, because of the incident that happened in 63rd Drive, due to flats in regards to the R160, now the R68s that were sent to Coney Island, which was the last two sets that were sent to the concourse, actually, are assigned to the G. And a few other ones that are also on Coney Island, which are assigned to the G. I know many of you stating that the R46 will be heading to the G, which so far it hasn't happened yet. So we don't know for sure if they're going to have some of those R46s on the G line, but right now they have the R68s and 68 mixture. Which is kind of cool. It's been a while since the G hasn't had those trains for over 4 years, ever since 2021 when they did the swap once again with the concourse. Sorry, not the concourse, Coney Island. they surrendered the remaining of the 130 cars, I believe, that they had, or was it 100 cars I think they had. In regards to the NQ and W, the remaining R160s that were there and were transferred to Jamaica yards for the G line. Right? But let's get to it in regards to the R68s in general and the R211s. Now, we do know that the D train, as you see the picture there, many of you have been, speculating and predicting of the D line receiving the R211A. Now, it is a possibility due to the R68s that are placed in the concourse, which eventually they will be transferred to Coney Island. So it is a possibility that the D train will receive R211As from the option 1 order, which I'll explain to you more about that order. But according now in regards to the D, in my opinion, I really believe that it might head to the D line due to the R68s that need to be transferred. Because remember, the R46 right now are becoming almost limited on the A and C line as of 2025. I know they're heading with the shutdown in the Rockaways, so it's a possibility that the R46 may appear a little bit more on the A and C, and they might actually have the R211As put aside, but not all of them, of course. A couple of them might be put aside for maintenance purposes or inspections, etc. And of course, they're going to be saving on the mileage because the R211As, since they don't want to use them so much till they replace the R46 completely from the A and C, which will be transferred to Coney Island for the NQ and W, right? So as of, I think it was January 17 is when they're going to start the project, I believe, of the Rockaway, on the Rockaway project, So of course, the A train won't be heading there. It will be heading to left first, and I believe Howard Beach will be the last stop. So it won't go to the Far Rock, to the Far Rockaways at all. So yeah, they'll require the buses, shuttle buses that will be replacing it. And I also heard that I think they might bring the H train back, which will serve the Rockaway areas, I believe. Yeah, they're gonna do the same thing they did back in Sandy. Or I could be wrong. I guess they're gonna have the shuttle buses too, also dealing with the Rockaways too, also. Possibly instead of the H train, which they might go. I mean, it makes sense to have the H train in the Rockaways like they did before when Sandy hit back in 2012. But it's a possibility they're gonna do that, or they'll have the shuttle buses to take over, even the Rockaways from both sides, Far Rockaway and Rockaway Park.